friends, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title, this is my November wrap up, and I'll keep this intro super brief. So as some of you may know, I don't ever do wrap-ups on my channel because I feel like my wrap-ups specifically are very boring because I don't ever really know what to say. I feel like I'm always like star rating and I liked it or didn't like it, and I don't really say much. So I was trying to come up with creative ideas to do a wrap-up, and I've been wanting to do like a books as outfits video for a while, so I decided to create an outfit for every single book that I read in the month of November, and then do like little clips, and then you're gonna hear a voiceover of me saying my star rating and a couple thoughts about the book, and that's pretty much it. So that is this video. I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know if this is kind of a format that you would enjoy seeing more wrap-ups in the future. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. I didn't read too many books in November, but yes, I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, so the first book that I read in the month of November was Cloud Cuckoo Land by Anthony Doerr. And I read this book for my Evermore reading vlog, which was a collab with a couple of my friends. And I really loved this book. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. So this one is more of like historical fiction, magical realism. There's a little bit of sci-fi in there. There's about 5 different POVs, and then all of these 5 different POVs are connected somehow, and they're all connected through this one main like story slash like a folklore fairy tale. So they're all connected, and it's a very big timeline. So yes, I loved it. Okay, so the second book that I read in the month of November was Lumberjanes Volume 2, and I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. I usually don't ever really give graphic novels 5 out of 5, but I really enjoyed this one. So this one kind of follows a group of best friends that are at this summer camp, and they go on adventures and stuff like that. So this one I really enjoyed because they added an element of like Greek mythology, and it really reminded me of like Percy Jackson. So it was a very nostalgic read for me. So yeah, I gave it 4 out of 5. I will definitely be continuing this graphic novel series. So the next book that I read in the month of November was Blood Like Magic by Liselle Sambury, and I read this book for Jan's book club, her full moon book club. So I try to read every book that she chooses for her book club, and this was it. So I adored it. It was fantasy. It read a little bit more like middle grade to me, but the main character I believe is about 15 or 16 years old. And it's kind of about witches, and then in order for our main character to get her powers, she is set on a task, and the task is to kill her first true love. So I adored the premise. It was a really fun adventure. It was very fast paced, and I loved the romance in this book and a lot of the different topics that Liselle Sambury discussed in this novel. So yes, I loved our main character. She is Black, and she is the hero of the story. So I just really enjoyed it. The next book that I read was another fantasy, and this was Defy the Night by Brigid Kemmerer. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. So basically this book is about this kingdom called Kandala, and there is this huge disease in the kingdom, and the only way to get cured is through this moonflower petal, but obviously the petal is very scarce, and obviously more rich people from royalty get the petal before poor people do. So our main character, I forgot her name, but she kind of steals the petal and helps poor people like get cured and stuff. And then we also follow the POV from the prince, and our main character like sneaks into the castle, and it's a really, really fun time. I read this for the Zodiac Readathon, so if you want to hear more thoughts and live reactions of the book, you can go and watch that reading vlog. Okay, so the last book that I read in the month of November was The Most Beautiful Girl in Cuba by Cleeton. I read this book for my book club with my best friend Cami, Brujas and Books. So this one was a 5 out of 5 stars. This one is a historical fiction, and it is set in Cuba and also a little bit in New York. We follow 3 different POVs of 2 Cuban women and 1 New York American reporter, and this is set in the late 1800s when Cuba is fighting to be free from Spanish oppression. So it's a beautiful setting, beautiful storylines and POVs, and it's a very feminist book, and I learned so much about the war with Cuba and the Spanish and all of that. So I really, really love this book. It was a 5 out of 5 stars. Alright, so that is it for my wrap-up. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you like this format for wrap-ups, and I will see you next time. Bye!